Sometimes, the things and questions that make us angry are true in nature, or we know they are, deep down in our heart. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. There is no fate which cannot be surmounted by scorn. Maybe you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Firework. Your environment will eat your goals and plans for breakfast. Courage is feeling fear, not getting rid of fear, and taking action in the face of fear. We either make ourselves miserable or we make ourselves strong. The amount of work is the same. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. We never realize just how many other lives we can help when their paths cross our own. You choose how you feel, you choose what you do, you choose who you are. All sacrifice and suffering is redemptive. It is used to either teach the individual or to help others. Nothing is by chance. An over-examination of life can deter you from life itself. I believe in looking reality straight in the eye and denying it. Good people are good because they've come to wisdom through failure. We get very little wisdom from success, you know. It is during our failures that we discover our true desire for success. This is a wonderful day. I have never seen this one before. We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this. Being defeated is often a temporary condition. Giving up is what makes it permanent. There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. Challenge and adversity are meant to help you know who you are. Storms hit your weakness, but unlock your true strength. Life's like a painter's palette. Just when you've got everything worked out, the colors change. I am not pretty. I am not beautiful. I am as radiant as the sun. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. Truth is something believed in heart. Fact is anything happened in realities. Every decent con man knows that the simplest truth is more powerful than even the most elaborate lie. It's always the ones who are the quietest who often have the greatest things to say. Cleverness isn't always true, nor is the truth always clever. Each person deserves a day away in which no problems are confronted, no solutions searched for. All should be laid open to you without reserve, for there is not a truth existing which I fear, or would wish unknown to the whole world. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. No dirt can touch me. Like an ocean, everything that comes to me becomes clean. You have been blessed with immeasurable power to make positive changes in your life. No matter how good you get, you can always get better, and that's the exciting part. The simple things are also the most extraordinary things, and only the wise can see them. Success is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden. Believe in your heart that you're meant to live a life full of passion, purpose, magic, and miracles. Life is a series of surprises and would not be worth taking or keeping if it were not. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. If you have joy in your heart, even the most mundane moments will become extraordinary. Nothing is generous. New knowledge is a valuable commodity. The more truth we have to work with, the richer we are. My happiness grows in direct proportion to my acceptance, and in inverse proportion to my expectations. Make a spurious division of one process into two, forget that you have done it, and then puzzle for centuries as to how the two get together. Stress is a consequence of negative happenings or impact in life, but important is how to overcome it. Life is worth living when you have someone to share it with. It is quite simple to live a life of progress, have a vision, and be committed to the process required for success. Although my memory's fading, I remembered two things very clearly. I am a great sinner and Christ is a great Savior. Happiness often sneaks in through a door you didn't know you left open. Sometimes I can hear my bones straining under the weight of all the lives I'm not living. The nail that sticks out farthest gets hammered the hardest. Our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. It is not the possession of truth, but the success which attends the seeking after it, that enriches the seeker and brings happiness to him. For great men, religion is a way of making friends. Small people make religion a fighting tool. Luck is a word used to describe the success of people you don't like. A celibate clergy is an especially good idea because it tends to suppress any hereditary propensity toward fanaticism. To learn something new, you need to try new things and not be afraid to be wrong. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing. Arya Stark. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Our whole life is a meditation of our last decision, the only decision that matters. Your heart is the size of an ocean. Go find yourself in its hidden depths. Life provides chances to open your heart all the time. He who jumps into the void owes no explanation to those who stand and watch. You can't just wish change. You have to live the change in order for it to become a reality. As architect of your reality, you are empowered to create it as you choose. Life doesn't always give us the choices we want. All we can do is make the best of things. What we like to think of ourselves and what we really or rarely have much in common. You don't know me. You know one me, just like I know one you. And you can't know every me, and I can't know every you. If time is precious, no book that will not improve by repeated readings deserves to be read at all. Just remember, the difference between being good versus being great is just a few points, inches, or seconds. Do not get obsolete like an old technology. Keep innovating yourself. Expectations make people miserable, so whatever yours are, lower them. You'll definitely be happier. Feet, what do I need them for if I have wings to fly? If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Nobody is wired wrong, because there's no wrong and right in the way we are. I don't need it to be easy. I need it to be worth it. Magic always happens when you direct your inner powers to the object you want to change. Success is something you experience when you act accordingly. Success is not something you have, it's something you do. Don't appreciate me, I'm not up to it. Don't criticize me, I don't deserve it. Just be my friend and forgive me, because I am craving for it. Successful people enjoy the journeys they embark on, irrespective of whether they reach their destination or not. How you spend your time is more important than how you spend your money. Money mistakes can be corrected, but time is gone forever. Be you, do you, and don't change for nobody but you. Without a sense of identity, there can be no real struggle. The more we value things, the less we value ourselves. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. You go out and do the best you can and hope it works. You just try to improve. Faith is believing in something you know isn't true. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. I know it's not easy for you, living this life, but try to remember, always try to remember, you're not the only one with troubles. If beautiful lilies bloom in ugly waters, you too can blossom in ugly situations. Appear weak when you are strong and strong when you are weak. It is the road you take that decides your destiny and not your destiny that decides the road you take. You can be young without money, but you can't be old without it. But only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. If you appreciate the small things, you're likely to get the big ones. Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. No matter what happened yesterday, it is insignificant when compared to what lies within the core of your being today. The man who writes about himself and his own time is the only man who writes about all people and all time. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Imagining that you are deep and complex, but others are simple, is one of the primary signs of malignant selfishness. Attaining consciousness is connected with the gradual liberation from mechanicalness, for man is fully and completely under mechanical laws.